So I was just saying in the back room, in the basement, in the green room, if you will, that cats don't know boundaries except for the fact that everything inside their house is theirs that they can access.
And I agree.
They don't. And, and I do have a tiny house, and he kind of feels like the whole thing is like his, which it pretty much is. But I just want him to stay off that 4 foot by 2 foot section that I call a counter in a refrigerator. That's all I want. If you would just do that, that's it.
No.
Just that.
No, you're not allowed.
And he's kind of a shit about it, because what he used to do was this. He'd get up there at night and he'd meow at me when I went to bed. And I'm like, dude, get down. And he'd sit there and look at me.
What an asshole.
So I'd start moving the blanket. Oh, it gets better. I'd start moving the blanket off of me, and he'd jump down. And so I just barely moved the blanket. I'd put it back, right? Mm-hmm. And then it turned into I had to fully get to take the blanket off of myself and act like I was going to get up. And then it turned into I have to have my feet over the edge of the bed. And now it's I have to step down on the steps to get out of my bed.
What a monster.
That's where we're at. So eventually I'm going to have to walk all the way over to the counter. Like
eventually you're just going to have to grab him by the scruff of the neck. This is all
progressed over 2 years. This is like the slow progression cycle with him, and he's like, oh, well, I can put my foot a little bit farther over the line.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put my foot a little bit farther.
It's like Dad's not going to do jack shit about this.
Right,
so I'm going to keep fucking with him.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to beat him for it. He's like a 2-year-old in his head, That's how cats are. Oh, they're about as smart as a 1.5 to 2-year-old.
Hey, I have one of those.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, she's 2.5 now.
Age. Oh, she's 2.5 now.
She's 2.5 plus
Thank
10
God for those 6 months of wisdom.
Yeah, right.
Hey, don't laugh at me. I don't drool on my shoes anymore. I don't chew on them either.
Not this time.
That'll happen in 6 months. Yeah.
It's okay. I walked into the living room today, and she was standing on top of the entertainment
Wait, that's not fair, bro. I was going to bring you in. Like, who the fuck is this dude? My goddamn basement.
I have privileges.
And he let himself in.
No, he just let himself in.
Well, he gave me privileges.
Anybody? I was gonna go. Who is this motherfucker in the wrong state?
Yeah, I'm. Soon I'll be back in my own studio and have my mic all set up and everything again. But
yeah, it's good.
Not right now.
You sound better today. Getting over the man cold.
Yeah, I'm getting better. It's getting better a little bit. It's just like that sinusitis stuff. Yeah.
Hi, Bolt.
Hey, how's it going?
Going. How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Bolt was driving some trucks earlier today.
I was.
In fact.
Hey, guess what's going to be here by tomorrow? Actually, it might be here right now. I haven't had a chance to go check, but
so Bolt made a good point today talking about how when he plays Truck Simulator, he's driving like 70 miles an hour, like in a 30.
In a 30, yeah.
And he will like run all the red lights and like almost run people over.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you have a good controller, dude, you can't.
I mean,
do it
you're
on
making
laptop.
you're
no, really. Bolt was like, you can't do it on a computer, B. And I was like, nah, dude, I got this. So I tried it. I fucking got the game set up. I picked my truck and everything, picked my truck driver and one that looked the most like me, which none of them do, and got all that set up. And I started, and I was like, and they were like, okay, you're done. I'll be back with the controller.
I love how you called that a good point, Ben.
It lasted like 5.5 minutes.
Bolt made a good point that he'll just drive like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that was where that ended, as opposed to like the whole point of that was I drive how I wish I could in real life.
Yeah, like an absolute asshole.
Like I drive like I don't give a shit in that game, because that's the point I was trying to make.
He's like in 2 lanes at the same time.
Oh yeah. Keeping the traffic behind me from passing me, because I know that in 30 minutes I'll be passing them again because I'll be going 100.
Hello, Phoebe. Phoebe J. British woman. Maya. What's up, beautiful?
Yeah, I'm only here because I'm just following orders. Just
following orders.
Okay.
Well, okay. She was talking to me, and I was like, "You're gonna go hang out in B stream," and she was like, "Sure, if you're there." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, you wouldn't come without him, huh? You know what, Phoebe? You know what?
Bye.
That shit'll get you kicked, man.
Phoebe just
you know
following.
What? Hold on.
That's what I was saying. Bye.
I'm a little upset.
Oof.
And I'm over it. We'll move on now. Okay.
Oh, there's that child.
Mad. Did nobody get the military references? Did nobody get the military references? Or you just ignore them?
We get the German military reference. Yes.
No, Ben is a
go now, motherfucker.
Ben's in the military, you lunatic.
Yeah, I'm going back to army camp in June.
Exciting.
Yeah.
You know, Dave, the more you brag about your equipment, bro, the more people think you have a little dick. Don't tell anybody that shit.
All right, Dave, we need to start. We need to play together. I also have a Logitech G920.
Is that the kind of controller?
The wheel, yeah.
The wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the wheel I have. You can get the G29 if you're going just for like PC, but the 920 does PC and Xbox.
Sex ball.
Good to know. I will never spend that kind of money on something like that. I looked at those; they're way too expensive. Nope, not doing it.
Well, Phoebe's got that different name for Xbox. You know what you said, Phoebe?
I know what I said, but does everyone else know what I said?
No, I don't know what you said. What did you say?
We're waiting.
I think the officer and a gentleman should repeat it.
I can't. I'm at my family's house.
Well, you know, it is a sex box.
The sex box.
The sex box?
Yeah, it's a sex
I guess they probably have that stuff somewhere connected to Xbox where you can watch porn, right? Sure, okay. Yeah.
Anything that you can get the internet on can watch porn. That's
you can download the Adult Time app. You can download the Adult Time streaming app.
I know, because I told him.
The peepus.
We all know. Quit talking about the equipment, bro.
It's a peepus.
It's like the guy driving down the road in the big jacked up Ford truck, and he's got the fucking big side steps, and he's got the fender flares, and the fucking bull bar in the front, or the cow catcher, and he's got fucking KC lights, and way too much metal in the back of his bed that looks cool, but you know he doesn't really ever use it, and it's jacked up too high with 35-inch swampers. Yeah, he's got a little dick. I can guarantee.
You mean 9/10 of the people that live around me? Great, awesome.
Peepus.
Yes, 9/10.
Jenny.
Hi.
How are you?
Howdy doody.
I'm all right. Sorry I'm late. I've been late forever.
Oh, no, it's fine. No, I don't have any.
I want to be humble.
You see, Jenny, you say late, but it's fine because we were late anyway, so it's fine.
I started a couple minutes late intentionally.
Is it a B stream if we're not late? I don't think it is. I think it makes it all the difference.
Beyond that, it's not a atheist YouTube stream if you're not 2 to 3 minutes late starting.
This is true.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
Phoebe,
they just stole it with those cool pictures and the timer and shit, but really it's just because they're late.
Ma'am, your name change on there.
Damn.
No.
Oh,
it's getting very spicy in here.
Don't tell anybody that those Russians will be by with the porn shit. I have blocked and timed out and reported more of those in the last fucking 6 days than I ever have in my life. They're just everywhere right now.
Does Pokemon Go count as gaming? Yes.
All the time.
Yeah, of course.
Anybody who says otherwise can fucking fight me.
No, people spend a lot of time playing that, what I find to be a ridiculous game, but
they also play it really dangerously.
You know, what's good for one is not good for the other. So it's
and I don't understand the people who need to gatekeep what is gaming and what isn't. Is it a game? You are gaming.
Shit.
Why do you need to be so territorial about what's a game and what isn't a game?
Yeah, exactly.
The real question that I have to ask is why would a grown man drive whilst he is driving and on a motorway Play Pokemon Go.
That's irresponsible and dangerous. That's how people die.
They said,
Touche, Maya.
But this is the only place I can catch X. It's like, yeah, but you're on
Why
a
do you
motorbike.
sound so funny?
Phoebe or me?
Phoebe.
Because she's naked, I think that maybe her clothes
Oh.
usually catch some of the vibration and echo.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm in bed. I'm not in the sauna. I'm on my headset. I don't have my microphone set up, so I'm going to be a bit weird tonight.
okay. All right. Well, as long as you're naked, then it's okay.
Hi, Mel. You can
Hey,
come
Mel,
in if you
come
want
in
while you're
and
sitting
enjoy the
your bullshit.
music.
Mel.
I did not. I have never seen that one. I didn't mean to click on that one. I meant to click on this. Ox said I killed 7 Jedis and 37 Republic soldiers before lunch.
Yummy.
All right.
I wasn't watching Ox. You got to do it again.
Yeah, you know what, Dave? Let me tell you something, buddy. It depends on who you are. Some of us are not like into like going and fighting and dying over and over and over and over and over again for 6 hours in Halo. That shit bores the fucking crap out of me. I find it more interesting to play simulation games or RPGs where you can like change stuff and do stuff, and you know you have like a mission and
Simulations
you're
are
not just
games.
like
Bolt called me out.
I'm dead.
Bolt called me out on my
Doesn't-
like 30 hours of Civ 6. He's like, oh, you've been playing your on a Civ kick. I'm like, yeah. Actually, it's probably over 30 hours by now. I like went ham on that game for a few days.
Yeah, it's like every time I get on Steam to do anything, it's like, oh, Student Dr. Ben is on.
That's me avoiding people.
Playing Civ 6.
You're
That's
not
me
really. You're
avoiding
not
people
really a
while I'm in
doctor.
town.
You're not really a doctor at a hospital. You're just a gamer that has a.
I'm on break. I'm on break, Jenny.
The officer
And there are only
and a
so many
gentleman is
games
on
that
break.
and I'm on my Mac. I'm at my parents' house on a Mac, so like there's only so many games I can run on this Mac laptop. So
Thank you, Maya.
Fair point.
What games can you run on the Mac?
not a whole lot of them. Most of them are for
Civ
PC
6,
only.
apparently.
Civ 6
You
can
can
run
play
on
2 Point
on
Hospital. You can play.
Yeah, but I don't
2 Point
want to play that. I'd
Hospital.
rather play Civ 6. Bolt
know.
was watching as I decided I was gonna take over. Well, I was going for a religious victory playing as Spain. And so I'm trying to convert the whole world to Catholicism, and then Norway decided to be a punk and be like, no, we want Protestantism. And I was not having it. And then Bolt, you know what happened later on in the game?
Yeah, tell me.
The Aztecs were actually winning in the religious victory with or they have Confucianism. It was the Aztecs with Confucianism. I was so confused.
I
Hey,
gotta
Mel.
go.
What? Jenny. You blinked. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with what I said till Jenny comes back. Oh, I was gonna say. I also have an idle game on my phone that you can grow weed. And you just like I don't know, it's just an idle game. Like it collects money when I'm not there, and I go in and fuck with it once in a while. And it's all about like they're all high, and in between every episode you hit the bong and get all stoned and wake up the next morning and start again. So that's
I love that I know
it's fun,
exactly what
it's
game
fun to
you're
fuck with
talking
when you're
about.
like taking a shit or something.
No,
What?
Mel,
Okay.
I streamed Goat Simulator a couple times on Twitch a while back. It's like basically if Stool wrote a video game.
Oh my god.
Like that's
An
what this
accurate
game is.
description.
It's if Stool made a game.
Okay, Wildheart. There's the link. Behave.
Oh, good.
Oh,
If you don't, I'll boot you. No going to sleep. None of that crap.
all right, Ben. I'm sending you a link in Discord.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely even Even more stool.
This is even more of Stool wrote a video game.
Sorry, boss is texting me. Not that boss, the other one.
Dear. All I can say is that I'm entirely unimpressed by your levels of covering of who the actual boss is.
It's Heather. We all know it's Heather.
No, the other boss, the one that owes the other 50% of the practice.
Yeah, the one that's leaving soon, so she doesn't count.
Well, yeah, but Heather just is like, I'm not a boss. I just run a business. I'm not anybody's boss. She hates that title.
Hey,
That's
employ me and I'll be the boss.
Yes, everybody has to be dressed to come on, JR. Yes. Except for the naturalist.
Bolt. Bolt, is Deer Simulator made by the people who made Dude Simulator?
I'm
no
naked.
idea.
It's like the same art
Bro,
style
what
as
is
Dude
this you and
Simulator.
Ben are talking about?
You both are in bed naked? What the fuck?
I'm naked.
I mean, I'm naked too, but I have a shirt on. I'm just naked under it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
Hi,
mean,
Wild
I'm in my
Heart.
clothes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Bolt, share this with me on on Discord, please.
You what? Deer Simulator? I'll send it to you.
I was trying to talk.
It's a stool.
Wild Heart, what's going on? What's so important? I'm giving you the floor, bro.
YouTube has stopped me from streaming, so I need to talk to people to keep my mental health in check. Thank you very much. You are. Sorry.
You know I love you. I just want you to fucking take care of yourself, right?
Thank you
You
very
know
much.
that's what.
Cheers.
You know that's what it is, right?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. That's all I want from you. I want you to be good to yourself. Can't help other people if you're bad to yourself. Anyways, okay.
What's this Deer Simulator you're talking about?
It's a
cost you
game.
$15.
It's basically okay. I had previously said that Goat Simulator was if Stool wrote a game. Deer Simulator actually is if Stool wrote a game. Like
Okay,
it's
so
even more
there's
Stool than
so
Goat
there's
Simulator.
there's Deer Simulator and there's Truck Simulator. Do they ever get together?
And there's Goat Simulator.
Not how games work.
Yeah.
Simulator is not the title of it's not a franchise.
I would live for that
Yeah, but it should
crossover,
be.
though. Come on now.
I would too.
You know, it's
And
not
I'm going to
something
say
you
the
know,
most British thing here.
I've seen deer get whacked by trucks and stuff. It's really not very pretty.
No, I've hit one before and I had to pull it out of the grill of my tractor trailer. It was not fun. I felt horrible, but I couldn't avoid it. I came over the crest of a hill and the dumbass and I thought I have just enough room because there was like 5 of them in a line and one of them stopped walking and put his head down a little bit and that was it.
If there's one,
my whole timing.
If there's one, you have to assume that there's more because they usually hang out that way.
Oh no, I could see all of them, but there was a hole right in the middle and I was like, I got it. That's my hole.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
No, I'm just saying. No, yeah, I saw all 5 of them, but yeah. I hit him so hard that I snapped his neck and I actually severed his entire fucking antler. It was just like on the ground and I was like, wow. I should have kept it, but I kind of felt bad, so I left it. I pulled him off my truck and I drug him off into the grass and on the other side of a fence, so if like the coyotes or whatever went after him that they wouldn't get hit. So that's all I could do.
There's also a power wash simulator where you just power wash cars and houses. Yeah, good game.
All right, so he said there's also Power Wash Simulator where you power wash cars and houses. If you needed a translator.
You're kidding.
Hey, it's the game that I spend all my time playing.
It's like a de-stress type game, from what I can tell.
Hey Mel, you're just not doing it properly.
What did Mel say?
Why is it that I can completely understand Wild Heart? Is it because I watch so much British television?
Hey, I didn't need a translator. But I'm British. So...
Ooh, Cadence, can I come over?
The Mel Simulator is nothing but overcoming imposter syndrome and anxiety. 1 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Ooh, that's the Ben Simulator too.
I think that's the humanity
Mel,
simulator.
I'm in the same simulator. I'm in the same simulator.
Everybody, I'm working on Ego Simulator.
Ooh, ego simulator.
Nobody better.
You too can experience what it's like to live with my ego.
I don't know if I want that.
I think the only person who rivals your ego is Donald Trump.
I know,
Hey,
right?
he ain't gonna
Actually,
fuck
there was
all
a
on
hole
me.
in the middle. There was a hole in the middle, and normally I'm really good at hitting holes. Like I don't even hit the wrong one. I'm pretty skilled at it. So I thought I had it.
Hey, Facty. No, Phoebe's not even close to Donald Trump. Come on.
Hey,
I'm
You mean
far bigger.
ego-wise?
I am
Yeah.
far bigger.
Yeah.
I'm far bigger.
And she's far more intelligent.
Well, far more intelligent, easy, yeah, but that doesn't. Ego size has nothing to do with necessarily with your brain power. In fact, I'm pretty sure the dumber you are, the more likely it is you have a bigger ego.
Excuse me? Are you saying that I'm secretly covering?
No, I think you're actually quite brilliant, but I think that most people who are dumb have egos that are larger than they should be.
fucking Mel.
You got a little more
Mel
digging to do,
said-
Bolt.
I'll read this for Jenny because I know she can't read it. I've got a de-stress app. I clean sidewalks. That's great. Oh my god. Yes,
I had to
Holly,
clean
I'm sure there's a
sidewalks.
bathroom
We had-
simulator where you poop somewhere.
We had 8 inches of snow last night.
But here's the thing, though. I did once spend an entire week just playing the Formula One 2018 game a few years back, and that is basically just a Formula One simulator. According to my account, I racked up like 200 hours playing this game. It was insane. Apparently, that's like the same levels of like commitment you need to actually like be a Formula One driver. It's like, no, I'm not a Formula One driver. I know my limitations.
Can I go all over B no just B can I thank you very much for letting me on. You helped me out a lot, and I said I was go to sleep, my bed stopped fucking, so I might go to sleep, but if you need to probably got a stage. But thank you very much for letting me on. You are
You know, Phoebe, the reason that they never installed
welcome,
airbags in Formula One cars is because they figured all the drivers' overinflated egos would save them.
No, here's the thing. That's why you've got the halo around them now. I'm serious. There is a device in Formula One that sits around the cockpit called the halo.
Oh, no, yeah.
Every driver sits in a halo. There's a halo above them.
Yeah, I know. And they wear Han's device too.
The hands device, the halo device, yeah.
All the
And they're all
devices.
hybrids. And they're all hybrids.
Cat.
Everybody take a
Cat.
drink. Toke off your bowl, whatever you're doing tonight. It's funny because they're JR and Mel are making ear jokes, and then Steve says, "Good to hear it." But
I love this group. I love this group so much.
Yes, it was a drive-by pussying. Yes, that's exactly what that was.
Oh, the cat.
Oh no, Phoebe.
All right
butt
then,
alert.
Phoebe.
Damn it,
Cheers.
Phoebe.
In case you wanted proof that I really am in a bed.
No, I want
No,
proof
we
that you're
did not mean proof. I'm going to kick you. Go back to Icon. I only get kicked
what
off
Jenny
of
said.
YouTube.
What Jenny
What,
said.
Jenny?
I want proof she's naked.
Oh, you guys will have to do that backstage.
That's a backstage.
Okay, here, I'll put
activity.
Phoebe backstage, and then Phoebe, you can show off to everybody that you're naked. There you go. You can do it down there and not on the full screen if you want, but you're not doing that up here.
I mean, nobody else can see the backstage but you.
Yeah,
So.
don't banish her.
I
Jeez.
can.
Yeah, well, Ben can. Yeah. Can you lick your own ears, JR? JR said, not yet, Mel, but I'm working on it.
I mean, I can lick someone else's.
That's all that matters to me. I ain't trying to lick my own.
Yeah.
I haven't had anybody lick my ears in a long time, so I just stopped washing them.
I'm not going to show anything prohibited. I'm showing nothing prohibited.
I'm kidding. I'll kill you. I know how you are.
Look, I know the rules. I don't want my YouTube channel to get in trouble either.
There are coyote tracks in the snow in my front yard, little buggers. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Dave, we have a lot of coyotes here. I was actually sitting outside Heather's house because I was supposed to be meeting her over there, and somebody accidentally locked the inside garage door, so I couldn't get in the house because I go through the garage. And so I was sitting out front, and I'm sitting in my truck, and I'm playing that stupid weed game and listening to somebody on YouTube or something. I don't remember. And this coyote just walked right by, and I was like, "What's up, dude?" Like, there was nothing going on there. It was quiet, and he just walked right through. Yes, clean your ear holes. Do it. Yeah, there's coyotes everywhere around here, and most of the time when I'm going to sleep at night, I'm listening to them howl. So it's actually kind of cool. First night I spent here, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, where are they at? That's loud. But yeah, it doesn't bother me now.
I would, Mel, but I'm having trouble finding a Forstner bit small enough. See, tool people get that. Non-tool people don't.
Honestly, Jenny, I got distracted. I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat it?
No, I won't repeat it.
Jenny, I'm a
say?
tool and I don't get it.
A Forstner bit?
It is 2:15 in the morning here. I have to be at work in 7 hours. Good night, everybody. But I popped in because I was ordered to be here, and I'm not going to break any rules. I'm not even going to break any rules as I leave because I'm being a good girl.
Good night. Thank you.
Toodaloo,
Good night,
everybody.
Phoebe.
Good night, Phoebe. Sleep well.
Okay, come on, dude. All right, go. Jesus. He's too big. He takes up too much room. I can't move. My cat's too big for my tiny home.
Big zebra, hydrogen peroxide would probably be safer.
Ben, did you see that one?
Yeah, I'd probably recommend like a mineral oil. Probably the safest.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol dries tissue badly. You don't want to dry out your eardrum.
Larry.
Phoebe, I'm going to kick you if you're going. Hey,
Good
Larry.
to see you, bro.
I stand by the hydrogen peroxide thing just because it works.
Yeah, it gets all bubbly and stuff.
Oh, no. Colloidal silver.
No.
I've never
I know
used
that was sarcasm.
Colloidal silver would be cool if you could apply to just one part of your body.
Why don't you just take a shower?
No, just don't do that, because then no.
And use a Q-tip after a shower, and then you don't need anything else.
Isn't colloidal silver the stuff where it
comes right out?
Isn't that the stuff where if you eat enough of it, you'll turn blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I could have like one tip that's blue and the other one I could make red or orange or something, you know.
You could just get a tattoo.
Wait, how are you going to choose which one the stuff affects?
Well, that's what I'm saying is if you could have it affect just one part of your body.
Oh,
but I suspect you can't.
I don't think it would be a choice. No. That would be very. What's the right word?
Sick.
I guess.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be a Smurf. That's it.
Yeah. I think if I could make my skin color any color except what it is right now, I would probably go for like red, just like demonic red.
I'd like my skin to be iridescent lame. I think that would be
Mage is telling us to try Reiki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or don't try.
Yeah,
it's a joke. I know it's a joke.
Don't.
You could do a Reiki class for like $30 or something online.
Yeah.
Become a Reiki master.
Thank you, Big. Again, I'm mentally ill, and thank you for letting me on. Thank you.
Hey, Purple. Hey, Ox.
Purple.
I know, right? We've got all kinds of people in here. Sarah's here, and I saw Christian up there somewhere. Watkins.
Lots of
I saw
people
Purple's
today.
comment. I was like, bold of you to assume that I'm sentient.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Chris.
Isn't it though?
Nice.
Purple.
No, I'm here late because I was not conscious until about 45 seconds ago.
Oh,
sorry
well
for
then
that.
you're doing quite good, because normally when I first wake up, I'm like,
Yeah.
I
woke up like this.
It's okay, Larry. I was sleeping in this chair like 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
came in and put us both up on the screen, and I sat back and I was smoking my bowl, and then eventually I heard, "Hey!" and I was like, "Oh, you're awake."
And
Yeah,
Wildheart's
just-
going to sleep right now. So
Yeah.
full circle.
It's okay. No, I
One of
had
my-
one of those days. Oh. I had one of those days where I had to take a pain pill and it knocked my happy ass out. So I've been asleep for like the better part of the day.
One
You
of my
need some
favorite
rest, friend.
one of my
When I
favorite
take a
things is
pain pill, I break it into like fourths and take a fourth, because
Yeah.
you take that shit all at once.
Oh, well, I
Ew.
don't. I
mean,
don't.
I'm a
have
lightweight
those
when it
things.
comes to. I don't take pain pills, so I'm a lightweight. So when I take
I
one,
don't,
it
the
just
kind, the
kicks
kind
my
that I
fucking
have,
ass.
where if I tried to cut it in half, it would probably just become a tiny pile of powder because they're real small.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like the oxycodone
But,
I have that Heather got me for my teeth.
Yeah.
And at the time when she got it, I really did need all of that, you know? And then when I got the infection over the weekend, again, here I was like in a lot of pain. But no, but besides that, I take like a quarter or a third at or something. I just break them up like whatever comes off. I'm like, cool, quarter, cool.
Yeah.
You know, I just do that. Yeah, if I take, I'm a lightweight. I can't take pain pills.
I only have them like every couple of days, so I'm on like a regimen of. I alternate between ibuprofen and Tylenol like every 6 hours.
Right.
And but like sometimes it's just particularly bad one day, and it's like I gotta put the pause button on this.
Do you have blood work done a lot to check your kidney and livers? Because if you're doing that stuff all the time, like ibuprofen is really hard on your kidneys. And if you're taking that as a constant regimen, you should be getting shit tested. I would say. Ben can correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah.
I mean,
right now. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I mean, like, yeah, kidney and liver is important to monitor. Also, I mean, the quickest thing that would happen is gastritis, more than likely.
Yeah,
but
I get the upset stomach a lot, but it's better than joint pain. But no, I'm out of work right now, so I don't have insurance right now, which means I haven't been into the clinic for a while. But when I had my insurance, I was getting blood work drawn like every 3 weeks, and they did like a whole panel basically every time I was in. So I'm sure that if there was a problem, they would have told me something.
Yeah, they would have told you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it'll be all right.
Absolutely. I need kidneys.
My doctor told me
Mine
that
are
when he did
old.
some liver tests, he came back and told me that I needed more fava beans.
Wait, more? What? No.
Fava bean. Hey, you've seen Silence of the Lambs, Ben, right?
No, I just know that fava beans cause a lot of oxidative stress and consume glutathione.
It was a joke because I ate his liver with fava beans and nice Chianti.
Chianti. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I've
great.
I've never seen that movie.
I don't do scary movies.
Hey, Purple, go check Twitter.
There are scenes
Some of my jokes are real deep digs. I admit it.
Yeah.
No,
there are some
I don't
moments
watch
in that movie
scary
that
movies.
are awkward for trans folks. Oh, I don't mean to keep talking over people. I think I'm on maybe a slight delay. I'm very sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, I think we all are a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost a Jenny. Where did she go?
Oh, I don't know.
She'll be back, I'm sure.
I agree, Dave.
Actually,
that probably is a coyote or a deer. Man, it was probably a coyote. Oh, there she is.
I thought that the sequel to Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, was actually almost even better than the original movie.
And it's funny because like fava beans are like on the medical boards, if you're getting a question about G6PD deficiency, you're gonna have somebody that like has never had symptoms, and then they ate fava beans, and then they had like this bad reaction. Like, oh, it's G6PD deficiency. It's like one of those things that's just like, it's a very specific pattern that doesn't really go with anything else. And you're like, why are you being this specific about their bean intake? Like, that's why, because it's that specific type of bean. So,
can I go all over bigzabra.com and go to inside it? Thank you. Well, thank you very much for talking to me. Good to me.
Well, naproxen. You're all good, buddy. Ben, naproxen's hard on kidneys too, right? Because they told me not to take that either. The only thing I'm allowed to take is acetaminophen.
Well, naproxen's basically the same thing as ibuprofen. It's just longer acting, so it's better in the respect that you don't have to take as many of them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But so if you're not like, if you have good kidney function, it's fine. But
my doctor tells me, please don't ever take naproxen. It makes my INR go absolutely through the roof. I could spike a 5 easy.
Oh yeah, so you shouldn't do that.
No, I try not to.
But for most people, it's okay. For most people, it's fine.
That's part of why she put me on hydrocodone for life, basically. Because I can't touch any NSAIDs with my warfarin and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask you, Dave, is there older women running around looking for younger men? No, the animal. Okay, check. That kind of cougar.
Where are you, Dave?
Dave is in close to Neil in Canada.
Oh, okay.
We have a family of boxes.
Gotta have deer up there. Come on.
Oh, I thought Jenny was saying that they don't have enough older women up there.
No, I sent it right to you, Purple.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up there just to increase their supply.
The DM between me and you.
Because the younger men need it.
No, because the pigeons need feeding.
Check again. My phone.
I thought you were going for the younger men.
Well, sure, but they're kind of not receptive, so it's pigeons. It is.
Happens.
I would love for there to be a sudden influx of older women running around telling me how handsome I am. I think that would be great.
I don't know. It can be very embarrassing when people do that to you.
Oh.
Like when you're with your girlfriend at her sister's house and you've only met her sister for like 5-10 minutes before this, and you're over there and you're all sitting around the fire and everybody's like smoking by the fireplace because the smoke goes through into the fireplace, and we're all sitting around and there's me and Heather and her sister is sitting over here, and her sister's boyfriend or partner or whatever he is, husband, whatever, sitting over here, and we're all talking, and then she just like, there's a pause in the conversation. She goes, "Huh, you're cute, aren't you? Yeah, you're a cutie. I like you." And I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? I just wanted to crawl into the chair I was sitting on, like into the back of the.
So she wants a piece of her sister's squeeze, huh?
No, it's just that they're both really honest people, and if they just say what's on their mind, and Heather's more cautious and more like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but Gretchen is just like, I'm gonna say it. She embarrassed the fuck out of me, and my face is red right now talking about it. Embarrassed the shit out of me. So no, it's not always good. I think it depends on the situation, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's very embarrassing.
I guess for me it's different because like I have no concept of people actually being attracted to me, so I don't interpret it that way ever when people comment about my looks. So like, ouch. For me it's like I always interpret it in a super innocuous way because I can't conceptualize them meaning it any other way.
That was though. Same.
I mean, yeah, I'm exactly the same way. I don't know. I think that we all see of course, we all see ourselves differently than everybody else does. But I mean, I don't think I'm ugly, but I don't think I'm good looking at the same time. I just think I'm kind of average, mediocre, maybe.
See, now I agree with you. I think the same thing you do.
See, thank you. So I don't understand it when people tell me anything different above that, because then I'm like, what the? And I'll go look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, I don't know what you see. And I told Heather, I said, I told her at some point, because I tell her she's beautiful, and she's like, whatever, no, I'm not. You're just being kind. And I'm like, no, you are. Like, you should look in a mirror. And she's like, I could say the same to you. And I'm like, fuck off.
We got a pig in the chat.
Uh-oh, not a pig in the chat.
Pig in the chat.
Pig in the chat, and I don't care, do-do. Pig in the chat, and I don't care, eh.
Oh, my face. Hello. I'm going to get...
Oh, Danny boy, the pipe.
Let me just point out that Crypta said earlier, one of these days, I'm going to get a translator for Wild Heart. Math Pig is the translator for Wild Heart. He can actually understand every single word instead of 3 out of 5 to 2 out of 5 like me. But,
sorry.
Yeah.
I think, can I check? Am I still okay coming over to your house? Some people told me that I don't remember the conversation, but I think Math Pig invited me over to his house. Next time we get paid, I'm going to go over to Math Pig's house. I'm going to get a plane ride to Northern Ireland and go over to Math Pig's house. I just want to check whether that's still okay or not.
I sent it to you twice, Purple, in our DM and the Evolve one. So you should be good. I don't know what's going on.
I can't see. Sorry.
Well, that's handy, Dave. Everybody needs somebody who'll just fix shit for them. Are you hitting on Mel? I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do it because Mel's amazing, but I'm just asking. If you are, it's fine, but I feel like, inquiring minds want to know. I want to know.
Mel is a spectacular lady. Like, I mean, I wouldn't blame you. Wait,
yes,
is Mel taken? In that case, I don't know.
No. Mel, are you taken? Pig in the chat, we ain't kosher no more. Stevie would fucking think of that. You guys are too much.
I had a really long conversation. I went to a party for Christmas with some of the people from my support group, and 2 of our members are they come from Jewish families, but they're not practicing. And we had this great conversation about like what kosher actually means and all the layers and layers and layers of procedure you have to do around everything for food to be kosher. It's not just the ingredients. It's like you have to literally like wash every piece of silverware in your house if you cook with one ingredient, and then before you can cook with this other ingredient, you have to wash everything and pray over it, and then you can continue. It's a lot. Being kosher is hard.
Well, I'm
it's
good.
Kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Talk about behavior
Mel is married
control.
to science. Oh, well, I hope you and science are happy, Mel.
Oh. Huh. Can't mix meat with milk. Huh?
Yep, you cannot cook a young goat in its mother's milk. And that has kind of been broadly translated as you can't cook meat with dairy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So like we do with chicken and we bathe it in eggs, you can't do that, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, it
you
is
can't
kind
bathe
of
them in the fluid of their young dead babies.
Yep.
Can I apologize to Math Pig? You said fuck you. Fuck. I can't remember what I did to Math Pig. I'm sorry.
Purple, did you get it? I'm gonna
Stop
delete
it, B. You're making me hungry.
Sorry, Math Pig. I don't know. I don't know why you're angry with me. Sorry. Ow.
At least Larry heard me.
Ow.
I'm sorry, what happened?
No, you heard me and understood the joke.
Oh,
I understood the joke. I understood the assignment. Yeah, more fun videos. Mel said she's a descendant of the McGee clan. Ooh.
I'm a descendant of the Magoo clan. I can't see shit.
Mr.
They
McGee.
hated my clan so much they tried to run us off a cliff. Is that true? Tried to run you off a cliff? I don't actually remember what my family name is. We were like one of the Ellis Island batches where we came over and our traditional Polish name was unpronounceable. So we changed our name to Smith because we were the creative types. You know?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, right.
And that's about as much about my family history as I know.
Well, you know, it's kind of good to have a name like Smith if you want to be incognito. Because if you have my last name where I live, there's only one other motherfucker, and that's my brother.
Yep.
There are
True
no
story.
other ones.
True story. I am a secret agent.
Bye, JR. Nice seeing you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, we found our agent.
Clan.
What the hell was that?
I remember being 9 years old and seeing Monty Python for the first time.
I love Monty Python. I love them. Hilarious. Not anymore. What, Facty? I missed something.
Also, I'm our representative person who's inappropriately eating food during the stream this time. So.
Oh, I don't really care. People can eat. I don't give a shit. I've stayed on streams for like 4 hours. I've been on.
It's
Purple goes on for like 10. You gotta eat.
It's normally
I would rather
really
you eat than not eat.
I'd rather you not eat.
I wonder.
I don't know what to tell you because Ben and I eat on this fucking stream all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what. Then why don't you go and dig out my Ko-fi address and send me $10 so I can actually buy some food tomorrow, or just not eat tonight in front of you. Either way.
Well, okay, fine. I'll put out your Ko-fi link here. Hold on.
I'll grab it and I'll retweet it.
No, don't you dare.
Why not?
Go ahead, do it.
I mean, I don't have any followers, but for the cause.
No, I would really rather you don't.
Because I'm a jerk. There you go. Everybody throws in $1, then Jenny can have some food till tomorrow. Thank you, Ox. Steve!
Hello there.
How are you, buddy?
I am good, thanks. How are you?
I am actually quite good. I am actually quite good right now.
Steve Bucks.
There we go.
I'm trying to keep up with this damn chat. Oh my goodness.
Pardon me, I had an echo there for a second, but I can. Oh, hello there, Wildheart. So I couldn't really understand what was going on with the echo, but I think I got it figured out now.
Who are you, Steve Big Zebra? I haven't met you before.
Well, I'm bigzebra.com, but you can call me Zebra. And I'm a Canadian mountain zebra.
Okay.
Okay.
I do a lot of writing, but I've been very slow to get my website up and running. But it's there now. If anyone wants to take a peek. And I think Richard Madsen showed up. Hey, there you are.
He did.
Madsen. Peace and respect to you too, sir.
Hi, Richard.
You can come in if you feel like it, brother. I know you're pooped. You should see that damn project he's doing next door. It's amazing.
Richard Watson.
Richard's the best.
And if I get too many people, I'll just kick Wildheart. He'll be all right.
Can I ask what Richard is building?
He is renovating. Okay, so there's a casita. The people I rent off of, who are friends of his, they have a casita over here, which in New Mexico, in this area southeast, that's just a smaller house on your property, basically, like a mother-in-law suite, we would call it in the Northeast.
Right. Okay.
So they have that, and the wife of the couple, her parents wanted to come over and visit more often, and they wanted a nicer place to stay, and the renter had moved out, and so we renovated the entire house except for the bathroom. They wanted to wait on that, so we left the bathroom pretty much intact. Richard still went underneath of it and redid like all the water lines and drainage and blah blah blah, moved everything where it needed to be for the future bathroom and everything. So now he just tiled the floor, and he is tiling the shower area, and he just put the shower head in, and he's got to like assemble put the sink in and toilet back and all that, but he's doing the tiling right now. So
sounds good.
He a quarter of the way gutted it. Got it out the old shower and everything, and took the old wall out, put a new wall in, made it a wider shower. It's going to be longer. It's going to be wheelchair accessible. There's going to be a washer and dryer in there, and a nice vanity and everything. And what was the other thing I was going to say? In order to put the tile in, because they got tile we didn't expect, he had to cut down move some of the floor joists down, and then the ones he couldn't move down, he had to cut the tops off of them so he could lay down 2 layers of plywood, because the pieces of tile are like 2 foot long. So he had to destroy what he did before with all the water drainage and redo it. I mean, he didn't have to destroy all of it, but yeah, it also moved everything up an inch and I think 5/8 or 3/8, brother. So the water lines weren't tall enough. So he had to redo the water lines going up to the sink.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he had to cut them out and redo them.
If it moved everything up an inch and 5/8, doesn't that interfere with the handicap accessibility?
No. Okay, so here, let me explain. So the floor, where the floor is, he had to move the floor down an inch and 5/8, the drainage, or the water coming in for it. He had to move it down an inch and 5/8 so he could double layer the plywood, put the tile on top, and it would be even with the floor when you go in. So there'll just be a transition strip between the wood and the tile, and it's like a bump this tall. So it's all going to be put a 36-inch door in and all that shit. Like everything got revamped and redone to accommodate wheelchairs. So that's why he had to lower the floor joist and cut the top off the one he couldn't lower. Because he had to put that plywood in to hold the tile, and if he would have put it in, there'd be this huge 1 and 5/8 or whatever lip.
Yeah, with such large tiles, you need a really solid base or they'll crack.
Yep, they sure fucking will, won't they, Purple? Purple knows that shit. Yeah, so they got 2 foot, I think they're 2x1 or 2x10, something like that, wide, I'm not sure, tiles, but I mean, they're nice. They're really nice tiles, but they are thick and they are fucking heavy.
Tiling was one job I hated doing.
Yeah, they need support. Yep.
So anytime anybody wanted me to tile, I would quote it at 3 times my normal rate, because usually they'd get somebody else to do it, and if they didn't, okay, I'll do it at that price.
Hello, Bank Human. I'm just trying to buy coffee for I can't see the name. I've got
Jenny.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do it. I can't. So I've not got enough money in my bank account to do it. But I will leave when I can. So.
Oh, and Mac the Human is in here. Hello, Mac.
I went ahead and bought Jenny a coffee too, Wild Heart.
Cadence is now hot, but no longer wet and naked. Well, there goes that fantasy out the window. No.
Yeah, there's a big old well.
Hey, Mac. Hey, I've had some of the best sex in my life without taking my clothes off.
You don't always need to. Just saying.
Thanks, Purple.
You're not going to talk about that dog again, are you?
Oh, no.
No, I have always been very clear that I draw the line as it has to be the same species.
Touche.
Oh, God, you're no fun.
Touche for that. I also agree. Same.
Isn't that being specious?
Normally normal.
Bolt, I love what your hat does.
Well, until I find one that can talk so that we can be clear of the whole consent issue, I'm not crossing that line.
Oh. What about non-human humanoids like aliens?
Again, it's a matter of the communication level. Can we be sure we're clear on all the consent issues?
Okay.
Purple, you and I are the same. Consent is sexy.
I always wondered with
yeah.
E.T. if that was really a finger.
Oh,
Wow, this is
Yeah,
where
it could have been his reproductive organ for all we know.
I like ruining kids' films because, you know, they're so appalling.
I didn't consent to have this ruined for me.
But it might be fun, you know. What other?
Imagine if you could make it glow in the dark.
Oh yeah, you could find your way in darkened orgies.
No.
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering.
You
if it
don't
would
know what the hell it
go
is.
through
You
my
guys
tongue.
have bigger issues than I do.
I just want to know if it would show through my tummy.
What other Old Yellers? One of those films. How did we ruin that?
That one pretty much ruins itself.
Mac, come on.
Yeah.
And Mac, I want you to know that's not the first time I've been hidden in a hostess stand. Or hosting.
How would we know if a gerbil could consent, though?
Well,
it turns around and flips its tail up.
If you can't be sure, the answer is no.
Right. That's
well. What if
never
you?
consent
What
with
if you're
any
minding your own business?
Okay, but like, in what way
gerbil
could
is-
you? In what way could you engage a small rodent sexually that wouldn't kill it?
Larry asking. The
you know who knows the answer to that? Richard Gere.
No, don't say Richard Gere.
It's him.
Don't say Richard Gere.
That is such bullshit. Stop it.
That's such an old bullshit. That's like one of the first like bullshit internet bullshits
That was
ever happened.
invented by somebody who was jealous of his looks.
Right?
You know why? You know why it's bullshit? Because it wasn't a gerbil. It was a weasel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh God, you can't fit him.
Guy who gears in the chat, I actually own a book called 50 Shades of Greys, and it is exactly what it sounds like. There's an artist named Aurelio Voltaire kickstarted a book that is basically a flip book of little gray aliens doing various things with each other and having
What's
a
it
good
called?
Great.
What's it
50
called?
Shades of Greys.
50
There's
Shades of Greys. Okay.
There is a wonderful documentary that's available here on YouTube for free. And it's about this weird guy that finally confessed to his wife of like 10 years that he had sex with aliens repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started making paintings of the incidents, which freaked her out and she divorced him. But as you go through this very serious review, you can see this painting in the background where one of the aliens is giving him a hand job. And just absolutely hilarious. Goddamn hilarious. I think I'm the only one who thinks that's funny.
So why do you keep abducting and probing our people? You sent us unsolicited nudes, a mixtape, and directions to your home.
Yep. Fair shake.
And
Fair shake.
plate that's on Voyager. Nice.
And then there's that. Thank you, Purple. That was hilarious.
That was designed by Carl Sagan, right?
Well, he was one of the people that consulted on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really dumb about the human race?
And it did become the first man-made object to leave our solar system.
It did.
Can I remind people of the lavender lady she needs a new kidney and dialysis, and if everyone can go over and subscribe her channel and donate to her in any way possible. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I just checked on Lavender Lady's Ko-Fi just now. I could get the link back up again.
Hold on, I got it right here.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
We're up
for
to like
Lavender Lady,
469
this
copies.
is the GoFundMe thing, Ko-fi thing. If you guys can donate, if you haven't already, please do. If you cannot, that's cool. I can't either. I don't have any money to give. But instead, I'm shilling it out everywhere like this. And thank you for the reminder. Yeah, so if you guys can help. If you can't, shill it out. Give it to somebody that you know is outside of this little group of people, because we've all done whatever we can, or we're donating stuff, or streaming or whatever. And by the way, we are going to do another marathon for her here soon. So we're going to do them every 2 months or something like that, until we get enough money together, just to kind of remind everybody. So so share it out. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Yes, Mac, I am also a cuddler. I am a very cuddly person. I always have been. I think it's because I got hugged a lot as a kid. My mom was a big hugger. No, I don't know. I just thought I'd make a joke, but maybe, I don't know. Which my mom was always affectionate, and we were always, as we were growing up, people move out of the house, you come back by, see everybody, you come to visit, everybody's giving hugs. Oh man, I miss you. And so we're a pretty affectionate family, and it bodes well for me in my current relationship, because I found someone who's like me and actually appreciates it and likes it. So that's nice. Instead of get off me.
Well done, me. I am very happy that you found someone sorry. I'm very happy that you found someone that's I'll shut up. I can't. Words don't come. So
I'm actually very casual about sex, but cuddling is intimate.
Yes, cuddling is very intimate. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Mage, thank
With most
you.
people, I can do like a good
Don't
solid
hurt yourself,
handshake, and that's about as much as I can do.
Well, I like cuddling a lot, but yeah, it has to be somebody that I just have a real connection with. It requires a real level of trust.
I mean, it is. Yes, I agree with you. And I think people, sex is so, people talk about it so much. It's such not a big thing in general, that I think that people concentrate on that in relationships instead of that intimacy part, because it's a whole different thing, bearing your soul to someone and cuddling up with them and having deep conversations and, curl up underneath a blanket and talk all day and get to know each other kind of shit. That's way more intimate to me than sex would ever be.
Yeah, sex
until
is just
you fall in love and you have sex with that person, then that changes. But just general sex, yeah, I agree.
I enjoy sex just for the physical sensations. It doesn't have to have an emotional connection. If you can have them both from the same person, that's fantastic.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree. Not anymore. What changed, SPM? Why not anymore? Maybe you don't have the right cuddle buddy. Some people aren't good cuddle buddies.
It's also why I've always tended to prefer larger women, soft body, more to cuddle.
Yeah, I don't like those really, really skinny women.
Yeah, I don't like cuddling skinny people. It just feels weird.
What am I hugging? Your skeleton? Like, what is this?
Hey, my husband is
sex,
6
nothing to grab a hold
and
of.
only weighs
You're
110 pounds.
Let me grab a scapula so we can have sex, or a pelvis or something. There's just no meat there, man.
Well, that's most of my life. I was pretty skinny, so it was like hugging another skinny person is like bones scraping together. So I need somebody who had the extra padding to compensate for me.
Yeah, it gets rough, doesn't it?
Yep.
Look, I used to be really skinny, and I've had sex with skinny people. It wasn't very much fun. It was like fucking hitting your knees together and shit all the time. It was ridiculous. But like gangly and skinny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. No, I agree, Purple.
Oh, I
Send the
missed
video
that.
of the stream to all of B's exes.
No, actually, yes, I have. And me and my ex hosted a couple of MDMA parties when I was with her in the early 2000s, between 2003 2006. And I used to have, because these kids were doing it anyways, and I was like, come over here, you know, I'll do it with you, and then we'll make sure there's one pretty sober person in the room. So that's what we would do.
Matt, they come in. You're incorrect. I've been to a rave. So there.
And like, I'm gonna tell you.
Of course, they asked me to leave, but
Jenny, we had so much fun because there was like people that were like, you know, spinning fucking what are they called, glow sticks and shit, and we did all that stuff, and then this one guy was like, it turned into like a thing. He goes, hey man, and he sat down in front of me. He's like, hey bro, and I'm like, what's up, man? He goes, hey, can you just like talk to me and rub my head? Like that's what would just feel good right now. And I was like, sure, man. You know, you're fucking, you know, you're tripping together or whatever. So I'm like rubbing his head, and I started getting into this whole story of what he's doing, and he's walking through a jungle, and I had like a feather, and I was running across his face, you know, and like holding my hands close to his face for the heat when the sun was on his face. And I did all that shit. And he was like, I just like picked up his head and set him aside, and he stayed there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. He just stayed where I left him at that waterfall in that jungle that he walked through.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And everybody else was like, dude, do me. I was like, fuck.
I would never go to a rave just because.
Every time we did that shit, everybody was like, do me next. Laying with their head in my lap. I was like, dude, I don't even know you, man. That's my little bro. I don't know who the fuck you are right now. But
I'd never go to a rave just because they're way too loud, but I have belonged to swingers groups and been to a fair share of BDSM parties.
Yes, Mac, basically, yes. I had him like walking into a waterfall, into the water naked towards a naked woman who was under the waterfall, and that's where I left him. So yeah, he was in heaven. It's true. Not 18, 19-year-old kid, he was fucking good, man.
Yeah, with my fiance, I used to spend a lot of time just sitting on the floor in front of her and her playing with my hair.
That's it, B. I'm going to go score some acid, and I'm coming down to your place, and you're going to do me.
Dude, I haven't done that shit in years. I have not touched anything like that in 15 years.
Yeah, I've never done any hard drugs.
No. I haven't either. I've done like cocaine and that's it. I've never done anything like heroin or
I haven't dropped acid since 1980.
I tried dropping acid. You know what it did to me? Well,
yes,
I did it
look
twice.
At you.
Yeah, right? Look at this shit. I'm all fucked up, dude. Yeah. It's not really ADHD. It's just still in my system. No, I did it once and I tripped for about 5 or 10 minutes and it was horrible. And then and somebody said, well, you weren't in the right mindset. You weren't in your right head when you did that. So you should try it again when you're happy.
5-10 minutes.
So I tried it again and nothing. I just should have done a line of coke. I was like full of energy, but I had no.
Acid lasts 8 to 12 hours.
What's your point?
So somebody in the chat asked what BDSM is. Am I allowed to answer that?
Oh no.
Anjur, I know better than
Google it.
You don't know what BDSM is, so don't try that.
Yeah,
shit.
until I saw who asked it, I was going to answer, but yeah.
Caden said, "Did somebody say BDSM?" And Jer said, "What?"
Let's all go to the search bar. Let's all go.
Just Google it. Leave us out of it.
I absolutely love how Mac was like, didn't skip a fucking beat. Just
nope.
The whole
this is an educational program.
It is
educational.
I am not encouraging anyone to do hard drugs. I think it's really pretty much fucking stupid and a waste of money. If you want to try it once. Don't get hooked on it. Try it once, walk away, use it as a life experience. Check it off your bucket list. Don't do it again.
As long as it's not heroin, because you won't just do that once.
Yeah, I highly.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. Depends on your conditions.
Anywhere they're legal.
When I was a young hippie, one of the people in our commune was a physician, and he brought he brought morphine, which is pretty much like heroin, and shot a few of us up. and it was all very clinical, very clean. Nobody was in danger of overdosing or dirty needles or anything like that. And it was unfucking believable. But I've never done it again.
Yeah.
I've been on morphine prescribed for pain, but that was all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too in the hospital and stuff, but recreationally, no.
Yeah.
Since we have a med student present now, that reminded me of something, and now I want to ask you a question, Ben. So I've had morphine before when I went in for surgery, but it gave me this weird reaction where like the entire back of my head felt like it was on fire. And I never got a chance to ask anybody about it because I was unconscious pretty much immediately after that. But is that normal? For morphine?
No.
You feel hot?
There is a warmth that goes over your body. At least it did in mine.
It was super unpleasant. Like it was like, this is the thing that they gave me to make the pain go away, and that felt worse than the pain that I was having.
Oh God!
See, it's that rush of warmth that most addicts really turn on to. That's what they're waiting for, is to get that rush.
I didn't like it.
I've had heroin 3 times. It just made me sick. It must have been bad heroin, but I've had heroin 3 times.
Don't get me started on that, Crypt. I already told Ox I want to try it sometime in a safe, good environment with people that are sober.
I did smoke salvia once, and that was like the most hallucinogenic thing I've ever had.
I want to ask you a special favour. Can I do a musical interlude, please? I'm only happy when. Can I do a musical interlude? Jim Minchin. It's karaoke. No.
Oh no, we're not. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm good, bro. But thank you for this suggestion. But we're all having a good talk. So if we had nothing to say, which I don't know when that happens on this channel, but if we have nothing to say for more than 2 minutes, I'll let you know.
So who here has access to legal weed?
No, prescription only where I live.
I do. So
I'm in a dumb red state.
I'm just conducting a very weird census at the moment.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you can also prescribe it.
I bought this in a store.
Yay.
What is it?
Stop rubbing it in.
It's joints.
Oh.
Well,
I'm really mad that it's not legal here because it addresses a lot of my symptoms without causing some of the side effects that the legal medication I'm on has.
Yeah.
So, like, I wish they would legalize it here.
I'm close enough to Seattle that it's 3 hours away.
Oh my God, Dave!
Just a reply to the chat.
I have a cannabis card now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
gee, how did you get that?
I wonder how you
can
got that.
Does that mean you can buy weed on
anybody
credit?
can get it. It's free. The point is that you have to pay for the appointment. And honestly, even if I would have made an appointment for it, they don't charge me any copay because I work there. So for a 5-minute deal, she just did it for me. And so really what she did was she did it for free and slided herself, not me. Because I would have only had to pay, like, even if they charged me, I would have only had to pay $40 for my visit. And you go into a dispensary here and you say, hey, I want a medical cannabis card. They'll charge you $250 for that 10-minute visit, the 20-minute visit to say that you have the documentation to say that you need one.
Well, I went and looked at a list of what the state health department approves the marijuana for, and I've got 5 of the conditions on the list. But the doctors here are still scared of prescribing it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Here they'd be like, "You don't want to take oxys? No. You don't want to do meth? No. You don't want to do heroin? No. I want to smoke pot. Sure, man. Go ahead."
Yeah.
Like,
I'd want to get it just to see if it would make me
down
sleep.
in Albuquerque. They would rather people smoke pot than do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to get it just to see if it would make me sleep through the night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I thought was weird about so I've been in this process of trying to figure out what's wrong with me medically. So part of my problem is I have pretty much constant inflammatory joint pain. And so they kept wanting to send me to the pain clinic. And the pain clinic here, basically what they do is you have like a 2-part assessment where they test your level, and then they give you painkillers. And it's like, I understand that painkillers might be helpful, but what I want you to do is I want you to tell me what's wrong with me. But they were really, really willing to be like, you want Oxycontin? Do you want this? Do you want that? And I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want you to tell me how to fix it.
Well, see,
Oh,
that's
God,
the
I'd
problem
love to
with,
get a couple of Oxycontin.
Some of those pain management places. Oh, I've had some from weeks from when my my tooth first started hurting. I just take little pieces. I have like a whole bunch of them. But yeah, that's the problem with the pain management places. Some places are literally there to help you control it, tapered down to where, because you're not supposed to be not in pain at all. You're supposed to be in a slight amount of pain that is not really bad, because if you can't feel the pain anymore, then you can fuck yourself up worse. And that's the bottom line. So when pain management people, they try to keep you like, well, I'm in a little bit of pain. What's your pain at? My pain's a 2 or a 3. Cool. We're going to keep you right there. And that's what they do. These other doctors that try to get you all fucked up, give you a whole bunch of shit, they're getting kickbacks from the drug companies. And they have contracts with them. There's some connection there. Because like where I work, we don't get kickbacks from anybody. We just get paid from insurance. And if we do like the wellness forms, there's an extra set of wellness forms they have through like Optimal RX. If we do those, we get a kickback from that. But it's really just keeping the patient's insurance happy that they're being taken care of. And they pay us to do it. Yeah. Because they want that information. They want to make sure the patient's good, you know? So fine. Okay. That's our one kickback. That's what we get. Yeah.
Well, I know people who live in states where they could easily get a couple hundred Oxycontin. Yeah. Unfortunately, any method of sending it across state lines becomes a federal felony, so I can't ask anyone for it.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Holy crap.
That's stupid. That would be really stupid to do, honestly. Yeah. That's almost as bad as going across the North Carolina border with cigarettes from south of the border. No, I'm just kidding. It's way worse than that. They'll check your cops here will check your shit and look, see if you have a bunch of cigarettes in the back of the car.
Well, it's also just super frustrating because, like, if you can't get a formal diagnosis, you also can't get on disability. So there's loads of people around here running around with you know long-term injuries and stuff like that haven't been fixed properly. Can't get disability because you have to have some kind of diagnosed condition, and if you don't get that condition diagnosed, if they just shove pain pills down you, then you can't get on a long-term path to the help that you need.
Yeah,
if you can afford a lawyer, for example, I have 2 sleep disorders, and when I was applying for Canada's disability plan, the federal plan, they said no, and then they said no again, and then I had to go through to a tribunal, and this was like 2.5 years, and I had 2. You have to have 2 doctors to agree for you to apply. And I had those doctors, and I still had to go before a tribunal, and they okayed it because it was a ridiculous they had this huge file of all the medical shit I've gone through and all the sleep studies I've gone through that say, yeah, even when he's hooked up to a machine, his results aren't very good. And only then did I get the pension, which isn't a lot. That I manage. I live in a small town that because it's affordable to me, and the thing is that what passes for a big news story around here was the recent theft of $200,000 worth of butter. Butter? Yeah, somebody stole a shitload of butter. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but.
Well, they'll black market it. That's, butter's worth a minimum of $2 a pound.
Well, yes, but the thing is, if you're going to, like, the local supermarket won't take enough of it to be worthwhile. And will a chain buy it? Well, I don't think a chain is going to deal with some crank they've never heard of who says, hey, you want to buy some butter?
Yeah.
So it's really messed up.
Do you have stores up there that like little mom and pop grocery stores on every corner? Basically, miniature overpriced convenience stores?
I guess maybe you could have a jobber that.
Yeah, because that's the market for stolen
sells to them.
foods.
Really? So you go to a jobber and they sell it to the. Sorry, you know what I mean by jobber, a wholesaler?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so maybe you sell it to the wholesaler.
No, you go to the store you directly and say, "Hey, I got 20 pounds of butter. You want to buy it?"
That would take a long time to get rid
Yeah,
of
the butter
$200.
spoils.
You know, maybe you've got some people helping you and stuff, but that's well, they don't care if it's spoiled. Butter keeps a long time; it just goes rancid.
So there,
that's how you do that. Is you just go to each store yourself and make them an offer.
There you go, Steve. Jared
Oh, hey, Aunt Jared, I'm really sorry you're going through all that. It's 10 years. Holy shit. Can you get a lawyer?
She probably has a lawyer.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what. If she ever gets that shit proved all the way back to there.
Oh, hi, Maya. I didn't know you were in there. Hi.
Yeah, that could be true, but...
oh, hey, Maya.
So when it comes to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I can give you an example of how screwed up things can get. There was a Canadian soldier who was serving in some faraway place, and after his he got some leave, went to Scotland, and then came home and was diagnosed with malaria. And he had served in a place where malaria was common, and the actual pension system wanted to say, well, you can't tell us for sure whether or not you got it while you were serving in this place near the equator. Maybe you caught malaria in Scotland.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. And it's because that the system is guarded everywhere by cost control officers that mask as something else. And so they try and deny every claim and hope you'll fall out of the system.
Yep.
And
that's something that I found out when I worked in pharmacy. I found out a lot about how American health insurance companies work. And there literally is, just like this, the way that they're set up is they are told to deny your claim before it's even reviewed in a lot of cases, because most people will just give up after they've been told that their claim is denied because they don't know that there's an appeal process. And that's how they save money, is they get people to give up on their own health care as early as possible.
And Zebra, I knew this guy who in an industrial accident lost one arm and mangled up the one that was left. Obviously he was not able to work, and he was denied disability.
Jesus. Was he able to get it eventually?
I haven't seen him for a long time, but he was had been working on it for like 6-7 years and still hadn't gotten it.
Jesus. You can't even hitchhike with that injury.
Yeah.
So they fucking deny it. Oh my God.
Somebody else has to wipe his ass, and that's not this good.
So,
oh my God.
I know you guys can't read this, but they sent it to me, and it's the Pope, right?
Yeah.
His little glass car. And if it says, if you believe God will protect me, ask yourself why does the Pope need security guards in a bulletproof car?
Yep.
Ask yourself that. Anyways. Okay, so round the horn question. Thanks, Dave. This is a pretty good one. What is the one thing that you put butter on, or way too much butter on, that most people don't? Ben, my resident mukbang motherfucker. What's your answer?
This is something that the French do. But they'll put, when they're eating cheese and crackers, or like cheese on bread, they'll put butter on it with the cheese on the bread.
Oh, that's normal.
Cracker. It's normal, but like not a lot of Americans do it.
That seems redundant.
Oh, it's so good. Especially if you have like especially if you have like a soft cheese, like it highlights the nuttiness of the cheese a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's sure.
It's like, yeah, it's super good.
Well, when you're getting into soft cheeses, where do you find the distinction between what's cheese and what's butter? Isn't that kind of all just the spectrum there?
No, they're radically different. Cheese is made with bacteria that you introduce. Butter is just churned.
Oh, okay.
That's right. The butter hasn't started to decompose yet.
Yep.
I am too. Oh, sorry.
Cheese is zombie butter.
Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so Catnip, what's your answer?
I live in the Southeast. There's not a lot of stuff I won't put butter on.
Well, what's something that most people would think it's weird?
I don't know, because all of it's normal to me.
Do you put butter on your
Catnip's answer
Wheaties?
is butter goes on everything. Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
there's
Walt.
almost nothing that I won't put butter on. I mean, I used to eat it out of the jar, like out of the tub. When I was a kid.
Oh my god! They also do fried butter there, but that's a different story. Go ahead, Walt. Give me something. Give me something you put butter on. That's weird.
What do I put butter on? That's weird.
Yeah, and no, this isn't sexual.
I mean, nothing that I can think of would be weird that I put butter on.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's just I don't really put butter on a lot of things. Toast.
What about Last Tango in Paris? They used butter in that film.
Oh my god!
I think the only thing I've ever used butter for that is probably not a normal use of butter is to get pitch off my hands when I was a kid from climbing trees.
See,
That's a neat trick.
It doesn't have to be something edible. Fair enough.
Like if you ever climb trees like pine trees and you get pitch on your hands, butter will get it off real easy.
Also,
you know what? Also, you know what gets off automotive grease from your hands really well is garden dirt.
Oh yeah, actually yeah.
Or sawdust.
Yeah, sawdust will also work. A real fine shit. Yeah,
I will.
Really
I will put. This isn't really weird.
Up oil.
But I will put butter on like a hamburger or a steak.
Like a butter burger.
Yeah, butter burgers. Oh my god.
Really
Goldberg's advertises theirs as butter burgers.
Yeah, they don't put enough butter on.
Wow, Wildheart's giving us Dutch angles there.
My penis.
Yep.
Slather my burritos with butter. Interesting. Okay,
I
Purple. I think. What? Purple, word to you.
Yeah, I really don't use much butter on its own. I can't really think of anything I put it on that people wouldn't think was normal for it.
What about using it for something that's not food?
Not food.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind really.
Okay.
But then again, Sloth Girl does the majority of the cooking. So yeah, she does a lot more with it as far as butter sauces and that. But still, I think it's all pretty typical food stuff.
Okay, touche.
Hello,
all right, Steve.
Sorry, hello, Christian. Hello.
Sorry, were you asking me?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, one of the weirdest things that I haven't had in a while is to put butter on bread and then potato chips, and it's salty goodness.
Wow.
I know it sounds disgusting, but it's actually
what kind of
good.
potato chips though? Because it matters.
Oh, regular.
Just like Lay's regular thin chips.
Yeah, and just standard. There's also something else. Your standard Elvis favorite: lettuce, peanut butter, and bananas.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Well, if you add butter to it, it's like 10 times better. So you butter the bread first.
Butter.
Let's just peanut butter and banana.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah, I don't know about the lettuce.
The
lettuce killed me on that one.
Yeah.
Lettuce and peanut butter is wonderful. It adds a freshness and a crispness to the peanut butter that you just do not expect. It's virtually flavorless. It just changes the texture so cool that it's wonderful. Try it.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like
Jesus
refreshing at the
recommends
same
it
time,
too.
right? Okay.
Jesus introduced the apostles to peanut butter, lettuce, and banana sandwiches. And, they used to eat them by the riverside.
Yeah, that sounds like
I've heard
Okay.
I must have missed that.
It's much different than celery.
Great.
Vegan is a terrible disease. I agree. I love fucking meat. And Ben was right, by the way. I'm going to admit it right now because he told me months and months ago, you're just going to want meat. And I fucking love meat right now. Meat with potatoes, meat with, I don't know, bread that's got meat in it. Oh, Heather made a killer lasagna the other day. Oh, it's so fucking good. We put Angus, bison, and sausage in it.
Jesus.
And it was fucking good. It was full of meat. Okay, anyways, moving on. Jenny, what'd you say?
I said I'll put butter on like a hamburger or a steak.
Oh, you should. Yeah,
I will put a little, like a half a pat of butter in tomato soup.
Okay, I could see that. Touche.
I mean, I would rather
Actually
put the
sounds
butter
pretty good.
on my grilled cheese sandwich and then dip that in the tomato soup, but that's just me.
Best thing on a steak is to saute onions and mushrooms in butter.
Hell yeah.
A burger
Ben, look
with
at that.
peanut butter, bacon, and cheese? Really?
No, yeah, it's so good. Ollie told me to try it, and so I did. And it was so good. It was so
And
good.
it wasn't just because Ollie was a stoner, because Ben doesn't smoke. He was totally sober and ate that shit. And then he goes, I got another one. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me?
But Ben also likes pilk.
Yeah.
Wait,
What's
some
pilk?
people like
Okay.
root beer milk is a thing. It
Yeah,
was
but
just
you
root
like
beer milk
pilk.
with Pepsi.
Yeah, you like pilk.
Pepsis.
I don't trust your taste buds.
Not much different than root beer milk. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, but people like root beer milk, and I don't trust their taste buds either.
Oh, root beer milk. Are you kidding?
I think Richard Madsen might be onto something there. You see that?
Well, actually, root beer milk isn't necessarily would be bad. Root beer float, ice cream, and milk are pretty much the same.
no, it's good.
I mean,
It's just
I'm
like
fine
less
with
vanilla.
ice cream and root beer.
Yeah,
So
that's a little bit less sweet. than ice
Milk is the
cream.
same thing with less fat.
I guess.
Yeah, less fat and less sugar.
So less delicious is what you're saying.
No, it's good. It's just not as like it's just not as like.
Thank you.
My dad used to eat this depression dish, stuff that they would eat back in the depression when everybody was broke. He would take saltine crackers and break them up into milk. And he did. I tried it once because Dad ate it, and it was yuck. I don't want to do this ever again.
Well, now instead of pilk, you can have rilk.
Yeah.
Then.
No, I'm not doing that.
Jenny said depression dish, and I was thinking a feeling, not an era.
Oh,
relatable.
I could see that root beer and milk could work because it's kind of what you get if you leave a root beer float out too long.
Yeah, I'm not saying it has the exact same vanilla. I said it's less vanilla and less sugar, so it's less sweet. But it's fine. It still tastes good.
Here's one you might
still
never
sweet.
have done. If you're like making a meatloaf, for example, put some cinnamon in there.
yeah, I've actually heard that brings out flavors.
Yep, cinnamon with meat is kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. In the West, we just think cinnamon is good as part of a dessert recipe, but in India, they don't use cinnamon that way.
Oh no! If you're not putting a pinch of cinnamon in your chili, there's something wrong with you.
Oh yeah, it does help.
Brings out all the flavors like crazy.
People hate my chili
Is it nutmeg that you
because I
can
don't
put
put
in chili
anything.
as well? Oh, we lost somebody.
If you look at a lot of things that you get in the grocery store that are kind of spicy and stuff, a lot of them have cinnamon in them, and you don't even notice. And it's basically because it enhances the flavor of all the other spices that are in your food.
Right.
They made it was a couple years ago. They had cinnamon and Coke, and that was like, it was so good. I loved it. I want them to bring it back, but they haven't.
I didn't see that. I should have tried it.
It was so good. Like I was hesitant. It worked really well.
Hi, Larry.
I lost everybody for a while.
Hi, Larry.
But I did want to share my possibly offensive use of butter.
Yes,
Before
actually,
we move
it's your
on to the
turn
next
anyways.
one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, the weirdest thing that I put butter in is ramen noodles.
Oh no, I do that all the time.
That's not weird.
People do that. That's not that weird.
So what I do is I make ramen noodles like you make mac and cheese out of the box. So I drain the noodles and then I add butter and milk and then add the seasoning packet. And that's it's really
Nice.
good.
That
Nice.
sounds like an improvement over the normal way.
I take ramen noodles and I throw the salt packet away and put in French style green beans with butter.
Ooh.
Hey,
I've done that
pardon
with
me,
rice.
I'm losing altitude, so I'm going to sign off. But thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Losing altitude.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Later,
Bye.
Zebra.
Bye-bye.
So my answer would be, but someone kind of already said it, is I used to do now 2 different ways, one toasted, one untoasted, but buttered bread, peanut butter, and like honey. And eat that
sounds good.
sandwich.
It's very good.
Whether it's toasted or not, it's fucking good, man. Butter and peanut butter go really good together.
And thank you very much for letting me out. And if you need room, put me backstage and keep me if you need to. It's late in the UK and I may be asleep for some time. But thank you very much. It's been brilliant. Thank you.
Well, it was good seeing you, buddy. Always good seeing you.
My New Year's
I've
resolution
mentioned
is
this
to get
one.
internet that's not ass.
I've mentioned this one before. If you're having like a peanut butter sandwich, have it on garlic bread instead. Garlic and peanut butter is spectacular.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense because those Chinese or Asian whatever dishes that are made with peanut sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially Thailand. They use the peanut sauce for a lot of things.
Yep, look out for a falling zebra. He's losing.
Tiny human.
Tiny human.
Well, getting less tiny.
Yeah. I had stuff
currently
like
mad.
tuna, salmon, shrimp, calamari, or little bits of chicken or ham, etc. to ramen. Yeah, I used to do that when I was really fucking broke. I would go and get like a hunk of like the cheapest breast I could get, and I'd cook that up, and I'd get some mixed vegetables because they were cheap, and I'd take all the fucking lima beans out because I hate lima beans.
Oh,
and just throw those aside because back then they didn't split it up. Now they have just peas and carrots. They did not used to have that.
Yeah.
Lima beans, 50-50 lima beans with kernel corn and butter.
One of the things that I've got really into lately with cooking is making my own soup broth. And so anytime that we have like steaks or pork chops or anything like that, I always make broth and I make ramen the next day.
Rock on.
Oh.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
I'm just itching to go back to Arizona now because you all were there that time I tried the pulled noodle place that I found in Phoenix. Like the authentic, like there's a Chinese restaurant, but they do like the hand pulled noodles.
Oh, okay. I've seen those.
Yeah,
they look really good too.
It's like this small like hole in the wall pulled noodle place.
Do you need to go somewhere?
So good.
Yeah, when I was really broke, the ramen made a good soup base. The ramen, and if you had a bit of leftover chicken and, like you say, a bag of the frozen veggies, you could get a pot of soup out of that.
You have to add like chicken or some kind of meat to suck up the salt in the ramen because it is so fucking salty. Jenny, this question's for you. Max said, sorry to derail, but the reference to the alien 50 Shades from a while back, I can't find anything about it. What was it called? The flip book?
50 Shades of Grays, like gray
50 Shades
creatures.
of Grays.
Yes, those are little gray guys.
Yeah. Not gray like the name, but gray like right.
Yeah, like
50 Shades of Grays.
Yeah, the aliens. Yeah, Grays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Grays with an A or an E?
I would bet an E.
It's by 50 Shades of Grays. It's by Aurelio Voltaire, like the philosopher.
And I think they should ban words that can be spelled and pronounced the same. Gray and gray. There should no.
You don't like homonyms? Come on now.
No. Gray, for example. There should only be one gray.
There, and there.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
They're each different, but gray and gray are the same thing. They're talking about the same color and
different last names.
And only one can be correct. The other's wrong. Damn it.
Jenny wants to ban homonyms, guys.
No, okay, my thoughts on this.
It's all relative anyway.
Well, no, okay, but here's something that we do need to fix, though. The abbreviations for terms, especially in the same disciplines or like the same, like different branches of science that are very similar, like chemistry, biology, medicine. They have abbreviations that are the same and mean totally different things.
Example?
And like BP could be blood pressure. It could be base pairs. It could be like, they're like somewhere between like 5 and 8 things that you can have with BP, and it's just confusing.
Yep, I know what you mean.
Well, but I would think context matters a great deal in that case.
Yeah, until you start getting the same abbreviation in the same discipline, that means different things. I can't think of a super good example off the top of my head. There's some that, like, if you're in a specialty like cardiology, they might use the same abbreviation that's for a different thing in like nephrology or in like neurology, and it's all medicine, but they use the same abbreviations. And so if you're trying to talk across different physicians, different specialties, and they all think they're talking about the same thing, but they're not, like, that's a problem. So I think there's certain times where we're not allowed to use abbreviations for that reason. But
there are just too many words. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should cut it down to like a Republican alphabet, 12 letters and only 2,000 words.
There you go. We'll go back to pictograms.
Oh,
and if somebody doesn't understand you, shoot them.
No, yep.
Or you just spell out what you actually mean.
By the way, did anybody hear that Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to propose a law to have Fauci fired and to remove his pension so he gets zero after all his years of service?
So basically, idiot's going to be an idiot.
Yeah, we should have done that to Trump, but
yeah,
we should do it to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, well, I'm pissed that we're still paying for Secret Service for all of Trump's family. How much is that costing us each year?
Kegel exercise weights.
Right. I would guarantee it's way too much, Purple, whatever that number is.
Kegel, wait a minute, wait. I have questions. Mage?
Okay. Kegel exercises?
What are Kegel exercise weights?
Kegel?
It's for pelvic floor exercise.
Yes.
Imagine it's something you squeeze.
Yeah.
I once saw this woman who had a device made that she would hold in her vagina and she could pick things up, and would prove how much she could lift with her vagina.
That was
when were you in Tijuana?
Well, that's where my mind was going about the exercise weights. Is it like a small dumbbell that a woman holds in her vagina and has to stand up holding it?
It sounds
like
weird,
little curls that you got to do.
Let me say something a little bit. Before people think that this is a weird thing, there's actually reasons to do it. Like if you had a baby and you have weak pelvic floor, it can prevent, like, because if you have weak floor muscles, it can cause incontinence and like you start peeing yourself. So it's important to do physical therapy.
I'm doing a Kegel series because I have incontinence issues. And it helps a great deal. Kegel exercise, and men can have do Kegel exercises as well. It's not just a woman thing. Men have issues with pelvic floor muscles that they can give them the same issues as women. So,
well, men, if you find a woman who does Kegels, you will appreciate it. One of my former partners, after 3 kids, you would have never known it.
She did that shit. That's what I'm saying.
she could not only hang on, but almost tore it off.
Oh, she had a good grip.
Jeez, Bolt, you're really easy.
Oh, you guys are great.
I know, right?
This is one of those things where, like, every day I wake up and I discover that I'm using some body part wrong, or like not taking care of it properly. And I'm like having an existential crisis.
Aw.
I mean, I'm not shy. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's not necessarily a topic I want to discuss in front of my wife and kid.
Well, not in
Oh,
front of the
well, then
kids,
there's
at
that.
least.
I don't know what you mean by that, Crypto. But okay. Oh, fuck, I'm tired.
Hey, how about them Seahawks?
Right?
They're a team. They play the sports
They
ball.
are a team. They do play a sport. Yes.
Yes, I cannot tell you which sport, but I believe I have heard that.
I just really like this color.
Oh, for what it does on screen?
No, just in real life, I like this color. This is just an ancillary benefit.
Oh, is it that green color?
Yeah, it's that pretty green color.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Actually, it's technically this galaxy color right now.
I thought your head was just transparent and we were seeing the cosmos within.
I mean, you could argue.
That bad, huh?
Another small human.
I'm gonna tell you what, 2 years ago, Dave, when I went up that fucking mountain with my tiny house, and I was sliding all over the fucking road, and my truck's doing this, and my tiny home behind me's doing this, and it was fucking crazy. I'm gonna tell you what, when I stood up, I had to like pull my pants out of my ass because like I was fucking clenched like this. Like I almost died and with my home. Like you know, down a mountain. Yeah, where there's a ski resort. Like
Galaxy
that's how high
pants.
Yeah, so almost shit my pants. Not quite. Not quite. But when I stopped, I went and peed.
Since you had your home with you, you would have proved everybody wrong about the idea that you can't take it with you.
Child
yeah,
bedtime.
You're right. Bye, Larry. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Later,
Bye,
Larry. Good to see you, bro.
Bye-bye, Larry. I don't know what it is, but why is StreamYard treating me so nice tonight?
It probably has to do with how many streams are running currently, how much bandwidth they have to handle.
I'll stop that shit right now. Who's doing it?
No, that's what I mean. It must be a light load tonight. That's not giving the people on the mobile devices problem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it's possible.
Oh, you mean at StreamYard's house?
Yeah. Yeah, if StreamYards has too many streams active, I think it starts dumping on the mobile users.
Did you read that, Bolt?
Yeah.
He's got a head chakra.
So, you know, when Wildheart was talking earlier, did anybody understand what is he going to bed or something? What did he say?
Something like that.
I couldn't understand. Is he Scottish?
Yeah, he's from the north.
Oh, look, there he is.
English.
He's awake.
I'm English. I speak proper English. You speak American English. You're wrong.
I'm English.
He said he's proper English.
He's proper English.
We're wrong.
We're wrong.
You're wrong. Yes.
All right, so Wildheart, are you going to bed?
Yeah.
All right, cheers, mate.
All right, well, I'm gonna boot you. I love you, man. Take care.
Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, last night he fell asleep during his own stream, and it just kept running for several hours.
Oh, I'm sure.
They pull a stool and record a potato for 8 hours.
I mean, that sounds like a Stool thing to do.
Stool denies it happened, but Stool set up a stream, and I guess he forgot about it because it ran for 9 hours just showing a still photo of a potato.
Does anybody wonder what kind of views he got off of that? Like, how many people just sat there and like stared at the potato for how long?
I kept,
want to know that shit.
Every time I refreshed my feed to see what new stuff had come up, I went and checked on it to see that was still going. So I popped in on it, about once every hour or two.
Well, there's a cable channel in I think it's Norway that all it does is show a fireplace 24/7.
Yeah. Australian Jen had set up a stream, and then she was, like driving to whatever city. And while she was like 2 hours from the house, her cat hit the button to start the stream. So the stream ran for 6 hours while she was out of her house.
Jeez, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah, well, there were a bunch of us in the side chat. It was supposed to be, like a question and answer thing. So there was a bunch of us in the side chat who were giving all the questions that she'd have to answer later.
Yeah, there's all kinds of streams they do. They do ASMR streams where they just put them on big fucking loops, and they'll have like my background like running water or something or rain, and you just sit there and watch it. You have to pay for that shit.
Well, I've been on the YouTubes. I recently got suggested to me like those 24/7 live streams of like a train, and you're just watching this train. You're on the front of the train going through like the Norwegian like countryside and like the mountains. And stuff.
Yeah.
Like those are actually really relaxing because it's just like the landscape and you're on a train.
Oh, that would be. I agree.
Well, and there have been women who have put up streams of just while they sleep that you can watch them sleeping all night. And I'm like,
that's
what?
Weird.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's kind of creepy to me.
Probably making really good money off of that fetish.
I'm gonna stick with the trains. The trains are fun.
Trains sound like a much better time.
I like the fireplace.
Oh, the fireplace is good too.
I wouldn't do that with those women do. Then you're gonna have to wear a bra or something all night. That sucks.
Yeah, that would be my problem. If the covers came off, I won't want to be showing that much. Hey. I do like the cat cameras, like when people have managed to get their cat to wear a helmet with a camera.
Yeah.
So you can see everything from the cat's point of view when they go running around.
David Letterman used to do a dog cam where they put a camera on a dog's head. And you could see its nose, and so it was like the eyes of the dog. It was pretty weird. I enjoyed it.
That's it. Yeah, I do remember that. That was a long time ago.
Of course, people who have done that with cats and let them outside are always shocked by how many things they kill.
Goldshaw Farms has a farm cat cam.
Bolts a brain in a jar.
Then there's that.
Maybe we all are.
No, that was for Ollie Man in the chat.
Ow.
Yes, it was. That was for Ollie Man in the chat.
Scam cat, man. I gotta clip their nails. Jesus.
Yeah, I take Sammy into the groomer every couple of months to get his nails trimmed.
I did that for Ollie Man mainly because I'm sure he's very high.
Ollie, no. That motherfucker ain't smoked pot in like 20 years.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Never happened.
I haven't had the focus really to be able to read the side chat much.
All you do is say that to Ollie and he gets insulted.
Yeah, well, it's part of what I'm having being sick. My eyes aren't focusing really well, so the text moving is a problem.
Oh. Rock on. I mean, they weren't saying anything too crazy. They were just talking about ASMR streams.
And most of those, it's like people have suggested those to help me sleep. And it's like, no, I listen to those and I just get creeped out.
You know what some people do? You can get an app on your phone or whatever that's just white noise. And some people sleep really good just to white noise.
Oh, there's YouTube videos
like
that run
or something like
there's
that.
YouTube videos that run 10, 12 hours that are nothing but white noise or a forest or thunderstorms or the waves hitting the beach. Lots of things are actually pretty useful for helping you sleep.
Now, I just put on playlists of channels I normally watch because I find the best thing for me is to have familiar voices. I think mostly it's because if I've got that, then like if there's people out in the corridor talking, you know, it masks over the voices that would make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, Dick, we got some bots that came by twice already. I've seen, that's what I was just saying earlier when we first started, is I've seen them more in the last like 4 or 5 days than I've seen in months.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, the bots have been really active jumping into live streams. You know, like a month ago, I never had a problem with them. And then like the last few weeks, it's been every chat I've had. Somebody's got to be there just plugging the bots.
Yeah.
From what I understand, YouTube made it harder for them to leave those links in the comments section, so they had to up their game here.
Oh. Well, yeah, because you can't put links unless you're a mod. So I guess everybody needs to write YouTube and say, you motherfuckers better get on the ball because these guys are spamming everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why, you know, whenever I see one of the bots, I first hide it, so then I can go back and report it.
Oh yeah, I report them every time I see them.
Yeah, because if YouTube gets all of them reported, maybe they'll realize there's a problem going on.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, every time I've gone to time somebody out, someone else was timing them out at the same time. And like deleting the comment, I'm timing them out, and then they're like reported, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I never have to do it.
I'm generally pretty worthless as a moderator because there's always someone faster on the keys.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dick.
Dick.
Oh, it's Big Dick.
It is Big Dick. Only Dick allowed here. Good, Dick. Anytime you see him in my chat, feel free. Have fun.
Yep.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Plus, I know Ox is good for that too. He doesn't tolerate
Dick,
shit.
did they let you back on Twitter yet?
Who? Dick?
Yeah.
They kicked him off of Twitter?
Oh, they do that every couple of months.
Lovely.
I'm serious. He gets kicked off of Twitter all the time.
For what? What happens?
Well, in Dick's case, it's just because he's Dick. But for other people, he's saving.
Yeah, it's usually for him swearing at people, so he gets reported.
Oh.
See, Catnip loves Dick.
That is
says
a
it right
phrase?
here. Can't deny it.
Yep.
Mac said, report me.
Mm.
Yeah. See, Dick is the other kind of Canadian. Dick's the Canadian that's like, oh, sorry, we're going to have to kick your ass now.
Yep.
You guys are ridiculous. I don't know. I've never been banned on Twitter because most of the time I just ignore the assholes. Except when it's someone I know who's being an asshole, and then I'm going to fucking say something every time.
I got banned on Twitter once because I was in a thread talking about suicide prevention, and they banned me for using the word suicide.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah. The new way to do it is say unalive yourself is what they have to say.
What is that bolt?
It's my Warhammer.
Yep.
It's a box hammer.
It's for the D&D campaign that we're starting on Sunday. Yeah.
We're going back into that?
Oh, fuck me.
No.
We're starting on Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
We're starting on Sunday.
Coming right up.
Are you guys starting a new one on Sunday and I don't know about it?
I am the cleric of FedEx.
Net One Heroes.
They didn't invite me either, B, so we can go start one ourselves.
Net One Heroes.
Oh, I don't care about Net One Heroes. Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I just said that because I'm jealous. Shut
Ben's
up.
Ben's the DM.
We can bring on guests, but
I haven't done any role playing in so many years.
I also brought food.
Nice.
What are those?
No, it's fine, Ben. You guys know I'm
Spicy
busy most Sundays.
Blue
anyway,
corn
so.
tortilla chips.
I like blue corn. It hides better in your poop.
Oh yeah. I also bought like a cloak, and I'm thinking about making myself some fake armor. Just also out of cardboard, just for the hell of it.
Oh, Sarah wants to play DM on D&D on Sundays. It's okay, Mac. The Ascension of Bolt will be on YouTube forever and ever. So you may watch
Mac.
it later. And drive home safely.
Bye,
Drive
Mac.
safely, please.
Drive safe, Mac.
Drive like hell. Have a good
buddy.
time.
I actually found Mac because of my brother. And said, hey,
take
that's
care,
a
Mac.
cool dude. Yeah, they talk a lot. Have good conversations.
Well, that's I only
It's not
know
hard
Big
to have a good
Zebra through your
conversation.
brother.
Huh?
I also only know Big Zebra through all of his sessions with your brother.
Same. I met Zebra over there too. Actually, I think I saw Zebra on Math Pigs first, but he's always kind of lingered around Richard's channel. So,
I don't think I've seen him on Math Pig that your brother wasn't on also.
I don't know. I honestly can't remember. It's been a long time since they've done those, continual streams, like doing episodes and stuff.
Yeah, well, Math Pig tends to be on at bad times for me. I mean, he's usually on while I'm still working.
Yeah, same. That's the problem I have, because there for a while I was working from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So it was great because I spent every morning hanging out with Dave, and then I'd go over to Math Pigs, and I'd like get up early, sleep like 5 or 6 hours, and get up early and get on their streams and shit, just hang out with them. We used to have a really good time.
Yeah.
But then I missed out on all these other people like you guys, and I never got to see you guys. And then when I switched to day shift, now I don't get to see them anymore, but I get to see all you people. So it's fine. I just switched my my friend category, from UK to US. That's all.
Yeah, I have a problem with the UK stuff because it's the 6-hour time difference. So, it's like by the time, it's like 10 p.m. for them by the time I'm getting off work. About the only time I really get to interact with the Brits is like when I do my Thursday night stream and run long enough that they're getting up and making breakfast before I've signed off.
Yeah, it'll be on Nat One Heroes, so everybody look that up. They are also on Twitch if you prefer Twitch instead. Yeah, good shit. They have a really good time, and they're actually it's entertaining D&D versus the D&D you watch where you just want to snore. They actually have a lot of fun.
Like hours?
Good and
well, no, and there's a difference between playing for entertainment and playing for just playing on your own. Like the way you're gonna play, to entertain an audience, there are certain things you're not gonna do that you'd want to do when you're playing, because you have to follow the story, you have to keep it entertaining for the audience. Whereas you can like take more time to just like goof off and have fun, like in a just regular playing game. So, and especially this one's like, it's a horror theme, so we're trying really hard to not. I know a lot of people will go into comedy to cope with some more serious dialogue and things, and I'm gonna try not to go there like too much. We'll have little moments of humor, but for the most part, I really want to lean into the fantasy horror aspects of it.
I think the secret that I know is dangerous for that, Ben.
You wouldn't want to have me on that. The more serious the situation gets, the worse my jokes get.
But your character secret is meant for a little glimmer in the darkness.
Yeah, it's gonna hopefully come up at a really good time.
Yeah, we'll have glimmers, but because otherwise it's gonna get exhausting and no one's gonna want to watch anymore if it's just all depressing. Yes, that's exactly what I said, Spooky.
A horror theme?
Yes.
Really? And Spooky, where have you been anyway? Huh? Huh? No, I'm
kidding. You bastard. Where have you been?
Actually, Spooky, he said fantasy horror, so it's a mermaid whorehouse.
Yes.
Bye, Ollie.
Good
Enjoy
night,
your
Ollie.
smoke.
It's a merman whorehouse. Thank you very
See you
much.
later.
I'm expensive.
Seraphim, I'm pretty sure you can find it either way. I'm pretty sure that Jonathan made it where you can find it looking it up either way.
It is actually the number one, technically.
It's the number one.
Nat
Oh,
one.
for Nat One Heroes, I
Number
put
one.
the link in the side chat there.
Yeah, oh yeah. So look up above, Sarah, and you'll see, I forgot. Yeah, you did.
See, I'm not totally useless.
Anyone that may look on Twitch for the D&D, know it's Nat1 with the one spelled out on Twitch. Who the fuck did that? It's as bad as what I did with all my usernames. They're all off just a little bit. You can't find me anywhere.
That was part of it for me, of trying to pick a unique name. And then as soon as I created my YouTube channel, I went on like a dozen websites I know I'll never use just to prevent anyone else from taking the name.
Sarah, how the hell did you end up banned on Twitch? What did you do? What have you done?
I'm afraid to even ask. I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, Twitch is one that I've never gotten on to make an account. I don't really want to learn a new platform.
Make an account just so you can follow Ben and I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It'll be one more platform that I have to log into to check messages on.
No one will bother you there. Nobody.
Yeah,
no one will bother you.
Almost nobody uses the whisper command on Twitch. Because usually you have them somewhere else. Ah,
Lovely,
okay.
Sarah. Lovely. Oh, yeah, that's right. Totally not a spam bot. Okay. I didn't know that happened. It makes more sense now because I didn't know where that came from. I just accepted it and moved on.
Oh, yeah, and follow Catnip while you're at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You should do
there
that.
You go.
And B.
Caught up. Yeah,
B's on there too.
Yeah.
On where?
Yeah.
On the Twitch.
Yeah, I know. I'm streaming to it right now. But nobody's on there, but it's okay. It's because Marie's not here. She's my
I'm about to
on Twitch for me.
Twitch TV, is this it?
Yeah, twitch.tv/crazy catnip for me, and then...
Well, I gotta get on there and form an account before I can do anything else.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I watched Scam Baiters. Happened while I was in the hospital. Is shy the new way to say banned? I don't know. I never get banned because I don't do anything controversial except for tell people that are transphobes to fuck off.
How is that controversial?
Because they think they're right.
Why do you tell trans people to fuck off?
I said transphobes.
Phobes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I do, Jenny. Every day I get up, I look in the mirror and I say to myself, fuck off, dude.
Well, that's what I was wondering. You know, it seemed not, unproductive.
Yeah, no, Maya, it was Ben's fault that I have a Twitch channel. He encouraged me to do it, but if I put content on it, it would probably be more popular. But I just do 2 streams a week to it. I don't do anything else, so fuck it.
There we go.
All good.
At least you have a comment.
Thank you, Bolt. That was very sweet of you. Oh, shucks. I wonder if you're ever streaming to Twitch and it gets if it's dead for too long, they just shut your channel off. Should kill that stream. Just taking up bandwidth.
They will take away your affiliate status if you don't get enough.
Oh, I'm not an affiliate, so
right. So
you
can just keep streaming. They don't care.
Yeah.
No, Seraphim, I have never told myself to fuck off. I've told myself I've been stupid before. Like, what the fuck did you just do? What are you doing right now? You're being a fucking idiot. I've done that. But that was because I was being a fucking idiot. And I needed to tell myself.
Well, you should practice more. Call yourself every name in the book. You know, it's really good for building your ego strength.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I've got a perfectly good password. It's got letters, it's got numbers, it's got a special character in the middle, and they're telling me it's a weak password and won't let me use it. So they're going to force me into something that I will never remember instead, aren't they?
Well,
I mean, you could just save it in your browser.
Put an @ symbol at the beginning, middle, and end, and it'll be more special characters, but easy to remember. And then they'll let you do it, I bet you.
In a lot of places, I just use a couple of periods in it, and it goes from weak to very strong.
With a couple of periods.
Yep.
Are you saying that women are stronger than us?
Yep.
Good night, Richard.
Love you too, Richard. Good night, bro. Sleep well. Correct horse battery staple? Huh? What?
That's a fantastic password, is what that is.
Okay.
If you have trouble remembering your passwords, what you do for a password is you take a number from your past life when you were a kid, like your first phone number or your first address that you remember as from childhood or something like that, and use that. I mean, it's in your brain.
You do know that companies use that for safety to get so you can access your account. So, but if you use that somewhere and someone figures that out, or figures out that here's one of your security things or whatever, because there's companies that will ask you, where'd you live before?
Well, yeah, fine.
It's on
the
record.
Most recent place they asked you about that, but I'm talking about something that when you were 5 years old. Okay, that's
okay.
on your resume
Not like
or anything.
any time where you were a tax-paying citizen. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
For a while, I used one from when I was under 10, and then one from when I was from 10 to 16 where I lived, and combined the two, and it was like ended up to be about 12 characters, and nobody was going to be breaking into that anytime soon.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Touche. Well, if you add them together too, it makes it harder because they'd have to know everything about you. So yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of fucking hacking and shit going on. And we've, like, me and Dr. Deb have both gotten emails about, oh, such and such iPhone for $2,000 or whatever. So it was charged to your Amazon account. It's on its way. We'll be delivering it on such and such date.
Okay,
and
thank you.
It happened to me too. And I went on to Amazon. I was like, nope. Okay. And I just blocked it. And
the ones I've been getting lately, the phishing is they say, oh, your November phone bill is paid in full, so you're going to get a prize, an iPhone or something like that. Just give us all your vital information, and we'll just send this right out because we know that you're stupid enough to fall for this. And it's like, come on, you idiots! And then they'll repeat the same format over and over and over and over, and it's like you're stupid that you think I'm not stupid.
My favorite is when they cold read for a name. Like they try to guess what your name is. Like they'll put your name in it, but it's not even close to my name.
What?
Like I'm not they'll pick a weird name like Eugenio. I'm like, who's Eugenio? I don't know anybody with that name. Like at least pick a common name.
Right. Well, it is where they're from.
Okay, I don't even understand this message. You are attempting to create accounts too quickly. After I finally got it to accept a password.
No idea.
I knew somebody at CVS that their passwords were fuck CVS. And CVS can suck my ass and stuff. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I've done shit like that.
Receipts too long.
Because it was their password. They totally fucking got away with it. I was like, what'd you tell me your password was? Because I was getting into somebody's thing. She's like, oh, can you go into mine? Yeah. Okay, so she's like counting money and she's telling me, okay, go over here and do that. And I need to get into here. And I'm like, okay, like, what's your password? And she's like, I fucking hate CVS or something. I was like, what'd you say that was? And she goes, no, I swear to God, type it in. It works. So I typed the shit in myself, hit enter, and that was her password. Like CVS kiss my ass, or I don't know, something like that. Fuck off, whatever it was. But it was pretty funny. Yeah. I hear you. I usually use dead family members' names mixed with dates of birth, mixed with special characters. That's what I do. Yep. Good luck finding those people. They've been out of commission for a while, so.
I use on some sites. I use the name of a rare car.
That's
on
cool.
exec.
I'll also use like nicknames, so it's not the person's full name, stuff like that.
Talbot Lago. That'd be a good one. Nobody ever thinks of a Talbot Lago.
I use big science words.
I'm very shocked.
I believe you, Ben.
I'm very shocked.
They're really surprised.
24-letter science words.
Big medical words like poopies.
More like mitochondrial something.
I don't think Ben would use poopies.
No,
if poopies was going to be one, it would just be stool.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think you would do that either.
Or pee pee poo poo.
Stool's passwords are all just I had a big wee wee.
Yeah. I saw that tweet. I replied to that tweet.
I was like, why are you posting about your urinating habits, Stool?
Because this is stool, and why not?
I know, right?
I think a stool is what I would be like if I did a lot of drugs and fell down a flight of steps a couple times.
Ridiculous. Well, guys, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You guys want to stay and talk for a while? I can let Ben take the stream for a while because I need to eat.
No, I need to go soon.
I'm fucking tired. So.
Okay, you people made me do it. I now have a Twitch account.
Yay! We bullied Purple into a Twitch account.
I am sure I'm going to regret this.
So if anybody, like, if there's anybody that wants to talk in the back room after we kill the stream, you can come in if you want. Let me know. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. And then, yeah, shill shit. Ben, what's the next thing you're doing?
Trivia on Friday, New Year's Eve. So it will be simultaneously the last trivia of 2021 and the first trivia of 2022.
I'm so excited.
How do you do that?
You are quick.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
First trivia. You should get like a medal for that, like the first.
Yes.
Absolutely. You have to start right on the dot, though.
So, how is it that I start following people on Twitter?
On Twitch, Bolt is
Twitch,
actually putting links in right now into the chat. So when you go back later, you can just click on
chat. Bolt is dropping everybody's stuff.
And then
you can basically just look.
Page there's a little heart that you click. Follow.
Yeah, hit the little heart. Click the little heart.
That's right. Click the little heart, everybody. Be a little heart clicker. Click that heart. Okay, so trivia on Friday for Ben. What time, Ben, are you going to start?
Same usual time, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, rock on. Catnip, what are you doing?
I exist. That is
rock on. I love that you exist.
I am doing that. That is what I'm doing right now.
Cool. No, that's cool. You're like a mom, and that's good.
Yeah, I have a 2.5-year-old that I'm chasing after constantly.
And I'm guessing since Bolt disappeared that he has nothing to say and he's not going to be anywhere. But you will find Bolt on Twitch randomly playing games and stuff. And he does like the trucking games and other kinds of shit and everything too. So check him out on Twitch, you guys.
And if you find a Bolt, I'm always there. I'm his most favorite mod. He can fight me.
If you find the Bolt, I will be there.
Yeah.
Good deal. Jenny, what are you doing?
What? When?
Anytime soon. What's the
ever.
next thing you're doing? Like you doing movie night still?
No. I guess all I'm going to be doing the next few days is working to survive the upcoming sub-zero weather and snowstorms.
Right. Yeah, that's enough.
It's pretty much all you get to do if you want to survive it. My apartment's pretty cold, so I have to.
Oh, I get it.
Several more layers of clothes.
Yeah. No, I get it. In the wintertime, you'll see me wearing like sweatshirts and shit in here with the heater blowing because, yeah, I live in a tiny home. It's there's no foundation to keep that floor warm, so it gets pretty chilly. Purple, what are you doing?
Well, tomorrow night at 10, I'll have my regular late night chat, and next Wednesday at noon.
And that's 10 Central and noon Central.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And then Saturday, I'll be on with the shills at 6 p.m. Central.
Rock on. Well, you guys know what I'm doing. My week's pretty much done.
Yeah, you're gonna go mess around with that woman you met.
No, I won't see her outside of work, besides work, until Saturday, I think. Sunday. I don't know. The holidays they're flipping them around weird because of the holidays, so I don't know who's doing what where. So I'll figure that out and let you guys know. So, anyways, thanks you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
It's great being here.
Love all you guys. You're awesome, and we always have good talks and stuff. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming by, and I appreciate you guys, your humor and your love for each other and all that good mushy shit. I love all of it. But don't forget to take care of yourselves.
One thing before you go off,
and it's too late.
Shut up. I would like to thank the people who were very kind to me tonight. Thank you very much.
Aw, Jenny, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, Jenny.
Yeah, well,
we want you to eat.
You should get better taste.
Yeah, whatever. Go hang out with Diana.
Too bad.
You guys can bitch about us loving you too much together, and have some peace in your life.